All right. So next, let's say you have taken over. Now you understand the AI search and you're getting more leads and you're standing out and people are calling. What do you do? And so I have got to introduce AJ from Broccoli, and his contractor buddy is Marcel Flowers. I met them at the Epic conference, and they had the red Batman phone sitting out there, and I was so skeptical. And AJ, you were just prompting me, go ahead, pick it up. And I go, what's it going to do? And you're like, pick it up. And I go, what's it going to say? Is it going to be like some computer? And so I picked up the phone and I tried ordering a pizza. Okay. And that dang thing wouldn't let me order the pizza. And in the nicest of ways, they said, pizza is such a great idea, but that's not what we do here. Would you like to schedule your appointment? And I go, but I don't like anchovies. Well, we don't either. So, and it just kept putting me back on task. And so I was so impressed. And so when I was thinking about this lineup and about AI, I had to bring AJ in and I had to bring Marcel in because there really wouldn't be AJ without Marcel. Can we start by telling the story about how you knocked on 140 doors? Let's start there.
Yeah, so we're going to flip the order, and Marcel is going to go first. So she's not just a buddy, but she was also Broccoli's second customer and an
Yes.
advisor at Broccoli. So
Let's do
I'm
it.
going to, yeah, give it over to Marcel.
Good, good, good. Well, I'd love to tell the story, and I'm always a little scripted on things like this because I've told the story so much. So if you hear me kind of droning on, it's just because this is something I've got to share many, many times. But I'm so glad to be with you all. And Michelle, thank you for inviting us on. And I know you're the Duchess of Ductless, right? So I thought, as a plumbing contractor, I could be the queen of clogs or something like that.
Do
So
it.
I want to be in the royal family too, right? So, but anyway, for those that don't know me, I am Marcelle Flowers and I'm the CEO of Armstrong Plumbing. Guys, I'm in my sixth decade of life on this planet, and 30 of those decades have been right here in the contracting world in plumbing. My dad was a great contractor, he was a commercial plumber. And alongside my brothers and myself, we kind of helped dad run the business. And then dad stepped out and left me a little pile of debt. And in 2011, I went, let's see what we can do with the service and repair world. And so I picked up the reins there and dug ourselves out of some debt and scaled to 7 million quite organically in 7 years. And with very little, I'll say, advertising budget, 2.5% is all I needed to spend. But I think what enabled me to do that was the fact that we established a mission statement, and that mission statement was to care for people in a way that improves their quality of life. And I was just determined that everyone on my team absolutely lived by that. Our core values and our mission statement were pertinent to who we were. And so I say all that because it leads me to the broccoli story. I hate broken things. And don't hear me say broken people because I love broken people. I'm passionate about broken people, which is why I'm in this business. We've got to put people back on their feet and give boys second chances and give them a job and a skill that they've never had before. But
Amen.
yeah, but I hate broken things, just hate them. So I was an early adopter of ServiceTitan. I was on right in the beginning because I thought I'm done with this broken system of trying to dispatch. And so I grabbed ServiceTitan and went live with that early on. And then fast forward 10 years later, I had an answering service that was just, I wanted to pull my hair out, right? So I know you guys can relate with this, but I was losing calls on the weekend. I was losing calls at night. You come in the morning and your dispatchers say, we've got a great call that came in and you're listening to it. And it wasn't a great call. It was horrible, right? They didn't follow my script and yada, yada. Have you guys heard the old story about when at the family dinner table when everybody or mom brought the steak or the roast to the table, right? I remember that story where the ends of the roast were cut off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It might
everybody.
be it might be a female thing. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So mom keeps bringing the roast to the Sunday dinner table with the ends cut off, right? And finally, someone asks, "Why do you keep cutting the ends of the roast off?" And she said, "Well, it's because Aunt Martha always taught me how to do it that way." So then they ask Aunt Martha, like, "Why did you cut the ends of the roast off?" Martha said, "Well, it wouldn't fit in the pan, right?" So To me, that story drives me crazy. I hate that story. I always want to say, get on Amazon and buy a freaking new pan, right? Just buy a new pan. So my dad was a roast cutter. He just kept doing the same things the same way over and over and over. And I am not a roast end cutter, right? I see something that's broken and we need to get it fixed. So let me tell you the quick story about AJ and Audie. If you've heard their story online, you're going to hear them say that we went over 140 contractors knocking on doors. Guys, this is in the Silicon Valley. This is in the progressive area of San Francisco, and 140 contractors closed their door, wouldn't even open their door to these two guys, right? And all I can think about is they're still cutting the ends off the freaking roast, right? AJ and Audie had a gold pan, and nobody picked up the new gold pan. Nobody. They came to my, except with the exception of one, Darren Devine, shout out to you, buddy. But then they end up in Sacramento at my office, and they walked in with a golden pan, and I went, you know what? Our answering service is broken. Help me fix it. So broccoli was cultivated and grown in my office by two guys that would not give up. They were tenacious. They kept pushing forward. They kept solving problems. They're still doing that today. They're innovating. They've changed the way I do life in my business. I've got my weekends back. I've got my after hours. I'm secure with knowing that my phones are handled beautifully every single time. They follow my scripts. No one's on hold. My customers are learning to love it, right? As we all adapt to this new world of AI. And so that's my story. And what I'd like to say is, I don't know why you guys all came on the call today. Maybe it's because you just realized there's so many good looking people on this call or something. I don't know. But for whatever reason you're here, if you're still cutting your ends off the roast, give them to me. I love them. They're my favorite part of the roast, right? But if you want a new pan, take a look at AI, add a little broccoli to that roast and take a bite. It's good for you.
That's so good. That's so good. AJ, Marcel, thank you so much. I love that you, you had an open mind and you let these guys in. And then can you just say, did you not share some information about how much it saved your company, like the efficiency that went up and how much it saved?
Yes. So yeah, very, very quick weekend story. So we were down to maybe a couple calls on a weekend. That's all we would do. I'd have one tech on call. And but this was going on for, a year, 2 years, right? We just never got calls on the weekend. The first weekend broccoli went live on, we booked 9 calls on a Saturday and 8 on a Sunday, just like that. Okay. And I went, they had to have been there all the time. Our answering service was just so inefficient at booking them that we were losing them. So that's the first weekend, and it's never stopped since. We always are crazy on the weekends and overnight. It just never slowed down after that.
Because it's there 24/7.
Oh.
It doesn't get tired. Nope. It doesn't have a bad mood.
Oh, doesn't call in sick.
Doesn't call in sick.
Give me an excuse as to why they can't come to work, right?
That's so good. AJ, so we are on a bit of a tight schedule here today. Were you going to share your screen and show anything? Or
I'm going to skip my introduction, everything. I'm just going to dive deep into the product demo, which is easier for me. So Marcy took the initiative to introduce this and everything. So yeah, like just to reiterate what Marcel shared was like, all of us have dealt with this problem in this industry, which is answering services. And it's not their fault. It's hard for one person to manage calls for 50 companies. They don't know what your business guidelines are, how you manage your after hours emergencies. So like, how do you solve this problem? And for us, that was the question when Marcel told us that I pay $5,000 to an answering service and their booking rate was around 30%. So with AI, and right now there's just so much noise around AI that even if you Google search AI CSR, you're going to get like 20 companies bombard you. Broccoli is a little bit different. We build the product from a plumber's office for the first 3 months. We truly understand what the customer goes through. They're calling you because there's something wrong in their home. Either it's a clogged toilet, the water heater is not working. So whatever that AI is, or a CSR, or an answering service is, they need to offer empathy. They need to offer reassurance in order to get that job scheduled. And Broccoli does that. So Broccoli basically gives you a 24/7 AI voice agent that can talk to your customers. It offers empathy, follows your script, integrates with ServiceTitan and other CRMs like HouseCall Pro. So unlike answering services, which are more like a glorified pager where they're just going to send you an email, Broccoli can automatically book a service straight on your dispatch board and also dispatch a technician. So we do everything that a great CSR would have done in that case. But let's address the elephant in the room. How does the AI sound? Like the thing that blew Michelle's mind
Yeah.
in Epic. Uh, I'd like to do the same thing. So I'll also invite you to just like uh, come in and check out our AI on your own. After the call, you can go to our website and do a test call on your own. You can talk to one of our AI agents, but I'm just going to play a quick recording here so that you can just like get a sense, get a feel of how Broccoli's AI sounds.
It's a great day at Home Energy Heating and Cooling. This is Hudson. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Oh, Hudson, this is Steve Wood.
Hi, Steve. How can we help you today?
Our air conditioning system put in 2017 gave up on Sunday afternoon.
That sounds frustrating. We can absolutely help you get that taken care of. Just to confirm, is your AC completely not cooling, or is it running but not cooling as well as it should?
Fan is running and the compressor only stays on about 30 seconds.
Thank you for sharing that. We'll get this sorted for you. How soon were you hoping to get this taken care of?
Well, I'd like air conditioning when the heat comes back.
Absolutely, Steve. Let me take a look at our next available appointments so we can get your AC checked out. One moment, please.
When it said
Okay.
one moment, please, actually went into ServiceTitan, saw what's on your board, and then came back and offered availability. So it'll never overbook you. It'll not randomly give the next slot. You'll understand what the customer's issue was, what your prioritization logic was, and then offer availability.
It's
Yeah,
so
Michelle,
good. It's
yeah.
so good.
And then it'll go on and like get all the details. If it's an existing customer, it knows what the address is on file. Won't ask for that. We'll just confirm that. So all of that is already there. Uh, how much time do we have, Michelle? Like how many minutes?
Well, like a minute, maybe. We're a little over,
Okay,
but
perfect. I'm just going to conclude then. And like Broccoli is much more than what I just showed. Now we've expanded. We can do outbound calls, follow up on open estimates, happy calls, schedule recurring services. We have SMS agents. We also have quality assurance for your call center where we can reclassify every single call that your CSRs or anybody else in the office takes to booked, unbooked, or excuse and write the proper call disposition as well. So in a nutshell, Broccoli is basically your all-in-one AI lead management solution across inbound, outbound, chat, SMS, any channel you like, lead aggregators as well, like Yelp, Angie. Uh, we'd love to show you a detailed demo, give you a detailed overview of the Broccoli platform and what we can do for you. If you're interested, feel free to go to broccoli.com, or else I'm just going to paste the link here so
yeah,
that
AJ,
we
Glenn already did that for you. So the link for the listeners today, yep, it's right there in the chat. Go take AJ up on that, do that demo, and then if they want to schedule an appointment with you, AJ, what would they do?
Yeah, I'm just going to like share that link here
Okay.
to all, or maybe I'm just going to send it to Glenn because I'm not able to send it to everyone. So I've sent it to Glenn with an Masters of HVAC marketing code. So there's no onboarding fee for anyone that signs up from this webinar.
So good. So good. Thank you, Trent Lowenstein, for being in the house today. And thank you for the comment. It is amazing content. Like, and I love Marcel, what you said. It's just like, you don't even know. Like, what problem is that when you don't even know what you're losing over the weekend? You didn't know until, right? Until you have an AI agent that's going, oh, yeah, all these things fell through the cracks. Or somebody wanted to get in touch with you and you're after hours. And so they bailed and they went someplace else. So good.
Yeah, the transparency is great. The visibility is great. I've never ever had that in my business before, and it's really truly amazing. It's been changing for us everything.